Tonight on CTV News at 5.
I love working there, near myself, because I can see some of my old friends.
Employment issues. Persons with disabilities are ready to work, but is the workforce ready for them?
Then I learned, though, that you could take rug hooking and you could be expressive with it, and you could make an art out of it.
Congratulations are in order. This New Brunswicker weaved herself into Canada's rug hooking history.
It's very well renowned. It's like winning an Oscar, but for us, no.
And international flavor. Rousseau's proves once again their chocolate is world class.
Partly cloudy and cool tonight with a lighter mix of snow and rain ahead for Thursday.
Live from the Maritimes News Center, this is CTV News at 5.
Good evening and welcome to CTV News at 5. I'm Maria Penopalis. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get any further, let's head over to the anchor desk where Todd Battis is standing by with a look at the day's headlines. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Maria. We're going to start off with the weather conditions. We'll get to Kaylin in a moment, but this first week of December has brought a wintry mix of weather to much of our region. In Nova Scotia, hardest hit with snow were the Annapolis Valley, the northern mainland and Cape Breton Highlands, and snow fell as well in parts of New Brunswick, including St. John and Moncton, where up to 10 centimeters was on the ground. As often happens in such storms, drivers on the Cobequid Pass, well, they spent a lot of time there, hours in some cases, as the roadway came to a standstill. We'll tell you about that. We'll have the details at 6 o'clock. A New Brunswick MLA says she has proof that politics has played a part in which ridings get more money for road work. And Megan Mitten says it's time to stop it. CTV's Laura Brown has the details in the newscast. A Halifax judge has told a 16-year-old boy he was on a sinister path, but that he would be going home today. The teen was in court after pleading guilty to weapons charges. He received a 4-month deferred custody sentence with conditions, including staying away from Citadel High School. We'll get the details at 6. Okay, back to the weather now, those weather details. First, Kaylin, you're going to take a look at our current conditions.
Yeah, that's right. And because of that wintry mix, Todd, that you mentioned that moved through snow and rain, there's a lot of snowy, slushy, or wet surfaces around the Maritimes for moving into this evening and tonight. And we do have temperatures tonight. The region-wide are expected to fall down to and below the freezing marks. Just be careful about some icy spots developing. You can see temperatures are already a few to several degrees below zero for areas of New Brunswick and right around zero for parts of Prince Edward Island and some areas of Nova Scotia. Checking in on the winds, they're out of the northwest. That is, of course, bringing in some colder air off the continent. They are being sustained now in a lot of cases between around 10 and 30 kilometers per hour, except for stronger winds still around parts of the eastern shore of Nova Scotia and especially Cape Breton, where they're being sustained between 30 and 50 kilometers per hour. And we continue to get some strong gusts reported, especially around coastal areas of Cape Breton County. The Sydney airport right now reporting a gust up to 87. Over on radar and satellite, partly cloudy tonight with a chance of some flurries. The center of the storm system is now past us and around the south coast of Newfoundland. We do still have a continuing wind warning out for Cape Breton and Richmond County, so the wind conditions there will be improving as we move later into tonight. And I will have more in the forecast later on. Maria.
Thank you very much, Kaylin. We will see you a little later on. Right now, though, first at 5, closing the gap. While Canada braces for massive retirement and a widening skills shortage, one group offers a solution. On this, the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, the CTV's Emma Convey reports hundreds of thousands of talented people with disabilities are ready to work. Emma.
Hi, Maria. Sometimes businesses are hesitant to hire people with disabilities, worried it may cost them more. But the organizations I spoke with today say those businesses are misinformed and missing out on dedicated workers. This cafe and bakery in downtown Halifax is more than just a job for Heather McNamara. It's her place.
I like to see and talk to other people and get to see the expressions on their faces, how I can make their day more enjoyable.
22 participants from the Prescott Group work here.
Pretty standard interview process. However, I do support them and I supply the questions ahead of time and help them through their interviews.
The process has helped employees like Heather thrive.
The unemployment rate is much higher for people who face additional barriers to employment, and that's it doesn't really matter what your disability is. There's a not much greater chance of being unemployed, and really that doesn't make any sense.
Especially when last year Canada's skills gap cost the country $2.6 billion. The Canadian Council on Rehabilitation says hiring inclusively could close that gap. This team agrees.
Persons with disabilities often, I wouldn't say always, but often have a much lower rate of leaving jobs, much more likely to stay in their position. So you have those higher retention rates, and they also then help other staff be more likely to stay in their jobs.
According to the CCRW, 700,000 skills tradespeople are set to retire by 2028, while 740,000 working-age adults with disabilities are unemployed and ready to work. Accessibility advocate Brian George has faced employment issues himself.
I took hotel and restaurant management in college, and when I finished college, we actually moved back to British Columbia. And I applied everywhere I could, and no one would give me a second look.
He's faced barriers in every field he's worked. These days, he makes a living in retail, where he says an open-minded employer has helped remove most of those barriers.
They really take care of me, I find. I've never had a problem working for this company when it comes to accessibility.
Now, Maria, the Accessibility Advisory Board established a committee of members with expertise on employment, and they're working on creating an accessibility standard in employment, making workplaces more accessible and supporting the needs of all. This is set to be completed by 2027.
Oh, and it sounds like it can't come soon enough. Thank you, Emma. CTV's Emma Convey for us in the news center. All right, it's time for our first break here on CTV News at 5, but stay with us as we head to break. Here's a preview of a couple of the stories we're still working on.
Hello, it's Corporal Michael Elms. I'm with the RCMP, and I'm here with our annual Cops Plus Kids, which is about to start right behind us. We're just waking up Woody. More to follow, coming up soon.
I'm Josh Smith in Amherst, and coming up, we visit a small studio with a big story. Meet the maritime woman whose rug hooking has earned her the Order of Canada. More on that coming up on CTV News at 5.
Hi, it's Katie Kelly. The 62nd annual Christmas Daddies Telethon is happening December 6th on CTV. We're wrapping the studio in sparkle, smiles, and holiday cheer, helping maritime children since 1964. You don't want to miss this celebration.
So we've got another great contest to tell you about. CTV and Clearwater want to help you spread some holiday cheer with the Festive Seafood Feast contest. We are giving you a chance to send a taste of the East Coast to someone you care about. One lucky winner will be able to treat their special someone to 50 pounds of lobster. Clearwater will ship the crustacean care package anywhere in Canada. I think even in your own house. To enter, go to ctvatlantic.ca or scan the QR code on your screen right now. You can enter once per day until Saturday at 5 p.m. What's better than a gift you don't have to shell out for? Good luck, everybody. What a super prize this time of year. On to our next story now. A maritime artist has helped turn rug hooking into a recognized Canadian art form. And now, as CTV's Josh Smith shows us, she's being honored with one of the country's highest civilian awards.
End up, and then it's loop by loop.
Deanne Fitzpatrick's journey began more than 30 years ago. She wanted a handmade rug for her farmhouse, so she joined her sisters for a weekend workshop. She was hooked after her first loop.
I never really imagined that I would, like I wasn't an artist, or I never imagined that I could do this. As soon as I hooked rugs, I knew that I was like, this was something that I could do.
Fitzpatrick started a small supply business which grew into a studio in Amherst. She now teaches others across North America and beyond. She's also an author of 10 books, including one she just released.
This book is all about hooking landscapes. It's the perspective of art, life, and creativity, and how interconnected they all are.
Rug hooking has given her a way to reflect.
If you sit with yourself alone, like for, half an hour every day and hook rugs, it gives you time to think. It's a very meditative craft, like it's very soothing.
Next week, she receives the Order of Canada for her role in promoting rug hooking as an art form.
And it's just humbling, really, because there are many people who do many things that never get awards for them, really, and never get recognized. And to be recognized is a lovely, lovely thing.
Her inspiration comes from her daily walks around her home in the Amherst area and her childhood in Newfoundland.
I'm always looking, I'm always looking at the sky. I'm always looking into the trees.
And while the craft is a 175-year-old tradition, younger people are picking it up too.
It's something I can put on my wall. So I've made some art to put in my house, and it's one of the easier crafts.
When you learn how to hook rugs, you just never know what you're learning, right? You never know where it's going to take you.
Or what stories you'll weave. Josh Smith, CTV News, Amherst.
Thank you so much, and congratulations, the Order of Canada. That is quite impressive.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know they're called rugs, but those are for the wall, not for the floor.
Yeah, I mean, they look great, though. They're just a fantastic combination of both color and texture.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Speaking of texture, we had a lot of it today in the Maritimes.
It wasn't exactly a great combination of conditions for the Maritimes today. Of course, we had the remaining mixture of snow and rain clearing through, and then behind it, gusty winds and colder temperatures. Those conditions continue tonight as we look out here at Miller Lake in Fall River, Nova Scotia. More on the forecast next.
Jays fans won't ever forget this. The bat flip heard around the world. Some exciting news for fans. Jose Bautista is one of the headliners at the 2026 Desjardins Sports Charity Dinner in Halifax. The event supports Canadian Progress Club Halifax Charities. Joining Joy Bats are a couple of other familiar faces. The best there is in the biz. Bret, the Hitman Hart, will also headline the annual event. Known in the ring as the Hitman, and for his signature move, the sharpshooter, Hart drew international attention as a pro wrestler. But that's not all. She shoots, she scores. Newly inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, Jennifer Botterill will also take the stage on Thursday, April 16th. Botterill is a 3-time Olympic gold medalist and a 5-time world champion. She's also a sports broadcaster. Tickets for the 2026 Desjardins Sports Charity Dinner are on sale right now. I think they're going to go fast, Kaylin. We put a link on our website, ctvatlantic.ca. That is a pretty stellar lineup.
For sure.
Star-studded for sure. Outstanding.
Taking a look at our sunrise and sunset times for the Maritimes, we're going to go to Fredericton where we can see some of that snow on the ground. And of course, we've got a little bit more on its way for parts of the region tomorrow as a cold front arrives from the west. And there's going to be some bitterly cold air that follows up in behind that front. And that comes into play when it comes to some weather alerts that have been issued for Thursday night into Friday. We'll get to those in a moment. Taking a look at our weather systems map right now, the center of that storm system that brought us a mixture of snow and rain, basically as we went through Tuesday into this morning, is now past us and is around the south coast of Newfoundland. It is bringing winter storm conditions to areas of Newfoundland. Taking a look at things on radar, there's still a chance of some spotty flurries around the Maritimes as we make our way through tonight. Otherwise, we're looking at partly cloudy conditions. And as a reminder, and I talked about this earlier, most temperatures tonight around the Maritimes will be falling to and below the freezing mark. There's some wet, slushy, snowy surfaces around, so usual thing to watch out for. Watch for some of those surfaces to become a little bit slick. First thing tomorrow morning, it is going to be flurries developing in New Brunswick. There'll be a chance of flurries for both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. And then as the cold front comes in, for central and southern areas of New Brunswick, the flurries will be accompanied by a risk of brief snow squall-like conditions. And in both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia, the flurries are expected to become mixed with some rain showers. Now, as the front continues through into Thursday evening, any rain showers remaining in both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia turn back to some lighter snow, but there will be a risk of some snow squalls developing off of ocean waters as we move through Thursday night into Friday morning and very cold air moves into place. So the risk of snow squalls will be around eastern parts of Prince Edward Island, Cape Breton, the north shore of mainland Nova Scotia, in around the Minas Basin, around the Annapolis Valley, and the southwestern coastline of Nova Scotia. Basically anywhere where the northwest winds are coming in off of ocean waters. And the risk of snow squalls will continue into early Friday morning. Taking a look at winds in the forecast for tomorrow, we do start to see a change in the wind direction as the front moves through. By late in the day, winds northwest in New Brunswick and already becoming gusty. Some gusts between 30 and 60 kilometers per hour. Still west and southwest at that time for both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia, but the wind direction will become northwest for both of those provinces moving into and through Thursday evening and night. Low temperatures in the forecast for tonight around the region, falling several degrees below the freezing mark for New Brunswick, down to around -4 for Charlottetown and Prince Edward Island. Most lows for Nova Scotia between -6 and 0. High temperatures in the forecast for Thursday in the province of New Brunswick. Many areas between -4 and 0, between 2 and 5 degrees for parts of the south. Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island tomorrow, high temperatures in the low single digits. And for Nova Scotia for tomorrow, most of the high temperatures between 4 and 6 degrees. I want to jump forward again, talk about Thursday night into Friday. That's when that bitterly cold air is moving into place, and those northwest winds, they continue to pick up in strength. So winds will be increasing Thursday night into Friday morning, peaking with some gusts around the Maritimes between 50 and 70 kilometers per hour. So not only is it going to be very cold Thursday night into Friday, but windy as well. Wind chill is going to be a factor for the end of this week. These are high temperatures for Friday, mostly between -12 and -8 for New Brunswick, -8 for Charlottetown and Prince Edward Island, and for Nova Scotia, the high temperatures on Friday between -5 and -7. The weather alerts that I mentioned, they include a snow squall watch for Thursday night into Friday for Inverness and Victoria counties in Cape Breton. Those narrow bands of more intense snow could bring 15 to 25 centimeters for some areas and some reduced visibility. And a cold warning has been posted for the northwest of New Brunswick for Thursday night and Friday morning. Some of those wind chills can make it feel into the -30s. All right, let's take a look at our weather watcher for tonight. And tonight's weather watcher is coming in from 7-year-old Lennon Dickey from East Stewiacke, Nova Scotia. Lennon has sent us a drawing of waiting for the thunder and lightning to move away so she can go play with her pretty pink pig. Thank you, Lennon. If you'd like to be one of our weather watchers, they can come in to CTV Weather Watchers, P.O. Box 1653, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3J2Z4, or email kaylin.mitchell@bellmedia.ca. Maria.
Thank you, Kaylin. So the second annual Shop with a Cop event took place at Micmac Mall today. It gives kids a chance to do some Christmas shopping and officers an opportunity to build relationships in the community. CTV's Mike Lamb was there for the holiday cheer.
This is the second annual Cops Plus Kids event. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to get the holiday festive spirits flowing. Shortly, we're going to be waking up Woody behind me. We have 25 youth with 25 officers and public servants. And the idea here is just kind of to build a bridge and to have the kids have a good day and have a nice day with officers and with police. They're very excited, and I think it'll be a really fun day. They have a gift card generously donated by the Micmac Mall, and they'll be able to shop for whatever they want. A lot of the youth from last year, they go and they do a little holiday shopping for their friends and family. They also might have a little treat for themselves. It's great to have like the holiday cheer and youth to have an opportunity to see officers in a different light, to see us just as regular individuals. They're out there in the community. Our officers get the opportunity to meet a new friend in the community that they're going to be able to have an experience and say, hey, we went shopping and, we really had some holiday fun. Just a time where we can all celebrate each other and come together and peace on earth. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, season's greetings.
And season's greetings to you as well. All right, time for our final break here, but here's a little taste of our next story.
And here's proof you don't need a passport to sample some world-class chocolate. This Halifax chocolatier just scored 2 international awards. We'll show you the flavors that's putting them on the global chocolate map. That story's just ahead.
If you're looking to get your Christmas tree this weekend, here is a great way to get one and support Christmas Daddies at the same time. Extreme Trucking and Storage Inn will have a dump truck of trees just waiting for you on Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. until supplies last. If you make a $50 contribution to Christmas Daddies, you get a tree. If your donation is over $70, our friends at Extreme Trucking will deliver it right to your door within Metro Halifax. For a donation of $140 or more, you can pick out your tree, have it delivered, and the best part, a family in need will also receive a Christmas tree. By the way, Christmas Daddies is this Saturday, and this event is Saturday only, so don't miss it. 6071 Stanley Street in Halifax. Awesome. Thanks to our partners in the community on that one. On to our next story here. A South End Halifax chocolate shop is proving some of the world's finest chocolate is being made right here at home. Rousseau Chocolate has earned a pair of prestigious awards from the United Kingdom, and our own Jesse Thomas has more on the sweet story.
This is the busiest time of year for the folks at Rousseau Chocolatier.
I call Christmas for us as our Super Bowl.
Master chocolatier Julien Rousseau trained in France and Scotland before making Halifax home, and it's some local flavors he's incorporated into their chocolates that's helped the South End shop earn global recognition, winning 2 Academy of Chocolate Awards in London, England for their summer savory and Nova Scotia lavender chocolate.
This academy, it's very well renowned. It's like winning an Oscar, but for us, no.
Only 2 Canadian chocolatiers were recognized with awards this year. It's a notoriously tough competition with hundreds of entries worldwide.
So we try to use as much local ingredient as we can.
And the awards validate the long hours spent fine-tuning every recipe so it's just right.
The lavender, it's very difficult to work with lavender because if you put too much, it's like you're eating a bar soap.
And the news came in as an early morning thrill after Natalie received an email notice from the Academy of Chocolate.
And I right away opened it with, sleepy eyes and saw that we won silver for 2 of the chocolates that we submitted. And I jumped out of bed and Julian was in the shower and I just burst in and I started yelling and screaming that we've won silver.
11 years in, Rousseau Chocolate is in a good place.
I'm very proud to be in this community and serve them with quality chocolate.
World-class chocolate here at home. Jesse Thomas, CTV News, Halifax.
Oh, and if you've ever had a piece of Rousseau chocolate, you know that it is every little piece is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Well deserved, you guys. Congratulations.
How sweet it is. And if only the forecast was that sweet, but we've got some very cold temperatures on the way in for the end of this week. More on that at 6.
We'll see you at 6. I'll see you tomorrow. The national news is next. Thanks for watching. Good night.